Welcome to another video on Vintonmovo's Black Swan. This one covers combined operations. As in all special operations, a blitz disk is required, and in this example I'm going to show an Italian combined or an Axis combined operation against the port of Tobruk, or against Tobruk in this case. Yeah, well, it does matter that it's a port actually, because otherwise you wouldn't be allowed to conduct the sea invasion part of the game. So it is important that it's a port. This unit would actually be performing the seaborne part of the invasion, and this German airborne unit would be conducting the airborne part of the operation. Both of them are at full strength, which is a requirement, and it's perfectly okay for an Italian unit to join forces with a German unit. I've placed the light blue cube there to indicate that it is indeed performing a seaborne invasion as part of a combined operation, and the light green cube is there for me to be reminded of the fact that because this is a combined operation, its strength is not quartered, but rather halved. So that's one advantage of a combined operation as well. These two heavy surface ships would not be able to provide any shore bombardment. Why not? Because they're not at full strength. This one is at full strength, but it's located in another sea zone. So assuming that you would be assaulting Tobruk from here, it would not be able to provide shore bombardment either. But you could potentially go through the other sea zone and attack from here, but do keep in mind that the British units and the British opposition disc would fire at any such unit, so I would strongly advise against that option, because the fact that you would get some shore bombardment, some support from the heavy surface ships, well, doesn't offset the fact that you could potentially lose the entire invasion force. This unit here could also participate if it weren't for the fact that that it's not at full strength. If it were, it would be able to participate, but the problem is you could never have more than 2 units per side in Tobruk. So in this particular case, you would always be limited to 2 units. And you do need 2 different classes of units to attack a defended territory. Note that airborne counts as a separate unit if it is indeed conducting an airborne assault, which in this case it is, as part of a combined operation. This Italian unit here might also be an option to participate in the attack, but it would be instead of another one, obviously, due to the stacking limit. And as you can see, it's not at full strength, so that's why it can't participate. Same goes for the 2 air units. I raised that question in a previous video on seaborne assaults, but air units also need to be at full strength in order to be able to participate. So in this case, they can't. So yeah, this is basically all you need to know about seaborne assaults. About combined assaults. The seaborne part of it still follows the same rules. So here, the British naval unit and the opposition disc that's below the Italian. I forgot the name, but the Italian opposition discs, obviously, but you cannot really see the blue one, but there is one there. They would fire at any units taking part in a seaborne invasion. Obviously not at the airborne unit, because it's transported by air. Well, I think this covers about all there is to know about combined operations. And of course, as always, you would need the blitz disk, but for the sake of the example, consider it purchased. I hope this clears up how combined operations work in Black Swan. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, which will be about land movement.